Hello. I wanted to check in real quick. This is quarantine day 2, I believe, and I just dropped off a earnest money deposit for a client. So I wanted to share a little bit about what I'm seeing with the real estate market, and it was push not pull. But I want to share what I see with the real estate market, and basically how we're being affected by the coronavirus. So it's kind of too early to tell exactly what's going to be happening. What I have noticed is rather than the actual prices and interest rate be affected, the actual buyers are being affected. As in, they're unsure of their employment, right? Because everything's up in the air. That being said, I haven't really seen anything slow down. Just 2 days ago, I was bidding for a property for a client who had about 6 offers in within 24 hours. So, it's very much still a seller's market where inventory is low and demand is still high. And actually, we lost that bid initially. Interestingly enough, I got a call yesterday morning from the listing agent from that property saying that the buyer who they accepted the offer from could no longer, commit to buying the home because they weren't sure about their employment. So that was really interesting. Unfortunate for that buyer, but because of that, my client could actually move forward and actually get the property under contract. So there's that. And I began getting other emails. There's another property for another client that we were scheduled to see. They went under contract. That now they emailed everyone who was scheduled to see the property, saying that contract is so shaky. So I guess it's just a bunch of things up in the air. This is something we haven't really experienced. I was talking to a mentor the other day, and he's like 70 years old, 70 plus, and he's seen a lot more life than me. And I was asking him, have you ever seen anything like this? And he mentioned that not really. He said that something like this happens once in every 100 years, and this is that once in every 100 years that's occurring. And it's kind of like a big pause button, right, for not just the real estate industry, but life as we know it. I mean, we're all supposed to be quarantined and not allowed to hang out with more than 10 people plus. I'm only out here because, to be honest, as a real estate agent, I don't really have to interact with much people other than the showings, and negotiations and talking can really be done by phone or webcam, or, like a video call, to be honest. And I could, actually my client could have wired this in, but, I wanted to make sure I delivered it for them because I know they're pretty busy right now. And that's the thing also, my client's in the health industry, so they're keeping very busy. And a lot of them are still working. I'll say majority of them. So it's just a really interesting time. But I'm going to keep you guys updated to what I'm seeing. Business doesn't seem like it's slowing down. This morning I got 3 calls. One buyer who's ready to start looking at homes, and then 2 referrals from 2 other agents, one a potential listing and the other one a potential buyer. And so it hasn't really slowed down in a couple of days, but again, it's still too early to tell. I'm still going full speed ahead, keeping precautions, hand sanitizing, keeping my social distance as much as possible, and not hang out more than 10 people at a time. And I just really want to reach out to everyone, let them know I'm here for as a resource, and keeping you posted. There is good news though, regarding the transactions for real estate. The National Association of Realtors, or not national, but at least the Maryland Association of Realtors, are coming up with a contract that's going to protect the parties in the transaction real estate in case something regarding coronavirus that's out of their control impacts the transaction. So they're working on a extra clause that they're going to add to the contracts. It's going to really help people be less certain of what may or may not happen, because there are things that are going to be out of our control, and if they do come, it's going to protect the parties, all parties involved. So that's some good news, and I really want to let you guys know that. So as of now, real estate seems like it's not slowing down. Still low supply, low inventory, and a lot of buyers. So if you're looking to sell, if you're looking to buy, it's still going on. Interest rates are still low, and it's still going on. But yeah, reach out to me for any questions. I'm gonna keep you guys posted. it's first time experiencing this like everyone else, and it's really interesting, right? We're actually really seeing history unfold in front of us, and it's just really interesting how everyone's being impacted and how people are reacting. But I'm gonna leave you with this question, because there's a lot of bad news, and I was on a coaching call yesterday. Not really coaching, but it was like part of a coaching program I take. Uh, that I haven't really heard people talk about this. I know there's a lot of crazy and bad things happening. But what's one good thing that's happened because of this pandemic? For me, I started reaching out to more people that I haven't talked to in a while by Zoom call, and that's really interesting. That you're really discovering that there's different ways to interact with other human beings and still be as if you're there right next to them. So I'm gonna leave you with that question. What's one good thing that, or at least two, right, that has been caused from this pandemic? Since we're hearing the whole other side of things. But that's all I wanted to share with you guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. And I'm going to keep you guys posted or posted with every update I get. And, just really up to date to what's going on in my side or perspective as a realtor. Till next time.